Are you ready, everybody?
I'm ready.
Ah,
Okay, good.
that's good.
Okay, 7 principles that prevent in decline. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's homage to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Buddha, blessed one, worthy one, and fully enlightened one. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, the 7 principles. What prevent one's own decline. This is very famous teaching called Satta aparihaniya Dhamma. Satta means 7. Aparihaniya means preventing decline, avoiding falling down, continue growing. Continue growing in better way, right way, in good way. Parihanya means decline, falling down, and losing, fading, um, in bad way, going down. Aparihanya means the stop, going down or falling down, uh, declining. There are 7 of them in basically. Buddha mentioned 7. The sutta we are going to learn today, it's come from the Anguttara Nikaya, book of 7, um, Sarandada Sutta. The Sarandada is the place where Buddha was living. Um, these 7 principles Buddha taught to Vajjins or Lichavins, the kings in the Vesali, the city Vesali. Mm. Vajji is the one of state in the 16 in the Buddha's time. Buddha's time there were 16 states in India. One of those 16 have, is called Vajji. And you know, Anga is the one, Magadha is the Buddha mostly lived in the Magadha. And Kosala, you know, Kosala. And this of and the Vajji is the one of them. So very interesting thing is in this Vajji, they are the group of kings, not only one king. In the Buddha's time, there was the two way of rules the countries. This is called one called Raja is a king by the ruled by the one king. The kingdom ruled by the one king, just only one king. That's called Raja, and it's, the way. Uh, uh, hmm. The other one is the this group of kings ruled one country. Vaj is the one of them. Malla is the another one. Another kingdom, a state ruled by the group of kings. In the text mentioned there are 7,000 of kings, 707 of them. 7,707 of them. Um, in the Vajjins, in this state of Vajji. Uh, they also call Lichavis.
Hmm.
So there are a group of kings uh, ruled this country, and they visited to Buddha when Buddha was living in
Gee.
the place called Sarandada. Um, mm,
Hmm.
okay, this is the city, the capital of the Swaji state kingdom was Vesali. Uh, Vesali. It's very famous. There's Ratanasutta Buddha taught in this place. So when they visited to Buddha, that group of kings, and Buddha taught them, I'm going to teach you seven principles what prevent in decline of your kingdom. So pay attention and listen carefully. I'm going to teach you the seven way, the seven principles you can practice, and you can grow your kingdom without losing it. Then nobody can overcome you and your kingdom. Nobody can defeat you. Um, and your security, your development, happiness of your country uh, is going to grow if you keep follow these principles. And they said, okay. And they were happy to listen. Then Buddha taught them the first principle. um, uh, you should gather um, very often. It means you meet again and again. You have to meet again and again. Very often. You have to meet very often, again and again. What's that mean? Abinhang sannipata bhavisanti sannipata bahula. Then you have to meet very often, and sannipata bahula many times, maybe thrice a day, not only one, thrice, thrice a day. That's the commentary says thrice a day. It means you have to meet again and again very often. Then it keep you growing, not declining. Why this is very important? So if they meet very often and they know what's going back. So this the some governments they don't. It's very difficult to meet the kings, right? It's very
Ante, you're muted. We can't hear you.
sorry about that. Yeah, there's sometimes it's very difficult to meet the kings and let him know what's going on in the country. Sometimes ministers don't want to talk about that. So when they get and they talk something else, not the real things. In some countries like Sri Lanka, when they in the government when they have to join into the parliament. Some of them not come into the parliaments. They don't come to the parliaments. Even they don't know what's going on in the area where they belong to. So some parliaments members not attending very well the parliament events to discussion to so uh, then in this principle Buddha said you have to abinhang very often you have to meet very often as a kings, rulers. As a rulers, you have to meet very often and make them happen very nearby. So then you know what's going on, what's happening. Then you can make a decision, get actions to fix it. Then you're good. It's prevent your decline of your country, right? It's clear. Yeah.
Anything has already been
Okay. Um, the second thing, samagga sannipatissanti. Samagga uttahissanti. Samagga vajjikaraniyaani karissanti. And the first one you meet often, and second time you meet often with harmony. You meet harmony. You have to be united harmoniously. You meet happily. Uh, so you make decision harmoniously, stand up harmoniously, and you make actions harmoniously. So then you meet often and you act harmoniously. You meet harmoniously, act harmoniously. It's not against to each other, not blame or criticizing each other, and you have a very well understanding each other because you all meet very often. Then you all know each other very well. So not your personal ideas, um, egoistic the ideas about anything, and you very peacefully. You meet peacefully, you stand up peacefully, you get actions peacefully, and you get done those things peacefully, happily, friendly, right? Friendly. So Samaga is very united. Then, if there's something to you can argue to make it correct, not to fight, not for personal ideas. You not fight for personal ideas. You not fight for your mm, bad intention. So you are acting, making decision, um, and this whole thing you do with happily, peacefully, friendly. So you keep growing, not declining. Does that make sense? Right? You know, some parliaments, in our parliaments in Sri Lanka, when they meet each other, all are screaming and blaming each other, criticizing each other, and now harmonious. They harmony out of the they harmony when they meet personally. When they meet personal events, they are family events, and they are very friend. They are very friends. So very nice. But in the parliament, they even in the meetings, they argue. They so that's not the right things to do because they are in the in so many countries in the parliament's members is they not act honestly, nicely, kindly, friendly, good with good intentions. They all act for their own personal ideas, developments, right? Self developments, not the developments of the village, in the city, in the country, and they focus their own development, right? So then they make bad decision, then they fight each other for their own egoistic ideas, So then the country is going down. They're going up. Country going down. So that's the most countries in the world is facing these politicians things. Then politicians is they have their own personal um, targets. So in the Buddha's teaching to the Vajis, you have to meet often and also you have to meet very friendly. So you make decision friendly and get actions to get done with friendly. Then you are going to grow. Okay, that's the second one. Then we're going to third principle. What makes you grow in with progress? Apanyatang na panya pesanti, panyatang na samuchindisanti, yata panyate purani vajdami samadayas vattisanti. And Buddha said, you not make new rules, and you not break the rules you have, and you act according to the rules you have. So this called not don't make new decrees rules, right? Rules. So don't make new decrees, new rules, and also don't abolish don't abolish existing rules and keep following, undertaking, and uh, the rules already have. So then everybody is good. Then if the government make new rules very often and make new rules and that's hurting people. So many rules, um, and they break and abolish the old rules. And now don't care about the rules have, and they break them, and they. This means that the decision of the some governments decision and rules is hurting, bothering, bothering and disturbing the public. So and even they don't follow the rules, right? They don't follow the rules for the public, and the public have a lot of rules. So then in this principle, Buddha says, don't make a new rules to bother or harm people, and keep following the rules already have, act according to them. And then the Buddha says you have to act according to the rules. Um, you have to act according to the rules. Mostly the parliament members, they don't care the rules. They break the rules. They break rules. Then the law not catching them up and putting them jail. You know that they are very powerful people, parliament members, especially in Asian countries like Sri Lanka, and they break all the rules and they don't care, and they steal, they killing, um, they destroying, and they do so many bad things, but they are still good. And but some people have done very slight bad things and breaking slight rules, and they all put into the jail. So that's the most of countries is happening. Um, the rulers, they don't follow the rules; they break them and put the many rules to the public, to contribute to the people in the country. So it's make their decline, and it's make the country decline, right? It make the country decline. So Buddha's advice to Ajins: you have to make sure follow yourself rules, act according to them, respect the rules you have, follow them, and don't put new rules onto the people. Then you keep growing, right? Actually, if you want to make a new rules to the country, you have to. You know that. Everything is growing. New situations arise. New uh, decisions. Uh, Many things is going on the country going on, but when the rulers have to act according to that situation, not the make people trouble, put them in trouble. Then all rules they have to make it the environment is harmony, peaceful, and safety. So not the safety of the rulers. That's what Buddha meant in this. And that's the third one. Then the fourth principle, Buddha said to the Vajjins, and you have to respect the elders. You have to respect the elder people in your country. So respect to the elders, um, appreciate their service, and make them comfortable and happy, and even keep thinking you should listen to them. Keep listening to the elders in the country, and keep doing respecting, venerating, appreciating them. That's the fourth one. What do you think? Um, Elder citizens, right? Elder citizens. When we travel in here in New York, we can see in all the buses have a seat for them, right?
Yes.
There's the seat uh, re- reserved for the elderly ones. That's respecting elders, right? The caring of them, appreciating their service. That's why the government decide all the buses have to reserve a seat to the elders. But in Sri Lanka, we have a seat for the clergy, for the monastics, to the monks or the religious ministers. Also, the seat for the mothers who has the who was pregnant, so about to give in a deliver baby. So and also the who has the disabilities. So that's the good rules. That's the good things. So the Buddha's advice here, it's actually of the countries. Many countries is following this kind of rules to respecting elders or elder citizens, appreciating them, um, and listening to them, their advice, get opinions from them. So then Buddha asked Vajjin, you have to think always, you should listen to the elders, have the advice and respect them and take care of them, and it's make your country growing. not declining. Okay. And again, Buddha says, don't mm, rape the woman in the country. Don't take them forcefully,
Mm.
forcefully. Um, some kings and they don't care, and they take the women's what women they want, and they think they will have to, they want to, and they take them. So then
Mm.
Buddha says, don't bother women in the country, um, and don't take women forcefully without their decision. So keep the women in safe in the country and respect them and their decision, their freedom, and you have to take care of them, and you can use them as you wish. So if you keep respecting women in your country and if you keep safe them, um, and then you're going to grow with uh, development. You see, as Buddha is even thinking, so slight things, right? This is a good thing. So Buddha even thinking, Buddha had a lot of compassion. And then Buddha again says, you have to respect the religious in your country you have. Respect to the actually the this means the keep safety and protection of the shrines, religious, uh, what's that called? Symbols, the old, mm, the what people build in the country for celebrating and worshipping, venerating the religious gods or leaders,
Mm.
some kind of what's that called? Buildings. So keep their protection
Mm.
and shape them, um, and respect them and appreciate it. So keep the safety of the old buildings of religious building in the country, not in the your country, even in the around the country. This means the in and outside of the city, the kingdom. So uh, keep them safe and respect them, and also keep respect and also venerate and then support Dinnapubbam, support to the religious places in the country, support to the religious ministers, religious temples, churches, all the religious houses. The government have to support them, right? Um, then in America, and we have the religious places have the tax tax deduction something, right? Tax free.
Mm.
The religious the organized religious organization, non-profit organization is going to buy something from somewhere. There's a tax free here, right? Tax, tax exempt. Yeah,
Yes.
tax exempt. Yeah, tax exempt because they're respecting religious purposes, right? Religious works. Government respect that. Then they give the tax exempt. Even in Sri Lanka, the temples has the religious places have the tax exempt for electricity, for water, and for some unnecessary for things. Last month, actually, they make it higher the tax for electricity. Then everybody was confused and argue with the government. So
mm,
in here in America, even when if you go into restaurant and eat something as a religious ministers, then if we use our non-profit organization permit, then they give the tax exempt. That's a good thing in America, but
that's not,
it's not in Sri Lanka, but it's in here. It's good. That's good thing. So that's what the Buddha says, and you have to support for religious uh, ministers, temples, and churches. Uh, Dinnapubbang, you have to support and offer donations. Uh, and also you have to involve with them
yeah.
for involve with them to practice with them and join with them. Then you keep growing, not declining.
Follow me around. Mm,
The last one, okay, last one, and Buddha says, Vajjins, you should who is the enlightened ones, arahants, uh, who is coming to the temple, and you have to make them comfortable and keep them safety. Even who is the famous and doing the arahants, enlightened one, and you could invite them into your country and make them comfortable living in the country. And who is already living in the country and keep them safe and to support in them. Then you keep growing,
mm,
not declining.
mm,
So these are the seven principles, not make
mm,
you declining.
mm.
What do you think?
Uh, but oh, am I? Oh, sorry. Wait, let's see. And share. There we go. Okay, here I am. Bante, I see that in the Digha Nikaya, one of the parts of the chapter, the Parinibbana chapter, right? The Buddha gives this talk almost the same, not quite the same, but almost the same. And then he goes on to repeat it in terms of monks. He says that if monks meet harmoniously, then the Sangha will thrive, and so on. And then he gives many, many, many more suggestions in groups of 7 to the monks and the people. So this one is a little bit difficult because it talks about government. So we have to govern ourselves. So the only way I can make sense of it is if I take it to myself and say, well, in my family, in my relationships,
Yeah.
there should be harmony.
Yeah.
But I can't do much about the government. The government is pretty far away from us.
That's true.
So when the Buddha talks to the king, the prince, the ruler, it makes sense for him to talk about the ways of government. But these ways of government are not
Yeah, this is
different
what
from.
I think that I said that government because Buddha taught this to the kings in the Vajji, the state of the Vajjins. But not only that, Buddha even taught these uh, principles to the monks in the Parinibbana Sutta. Actually, this sutta is this all come from the Parinibbana Sutta. Parinibbana Sutta mentioned this whole thing, and even in the Anguttara Nikaya, this the book of seven, the same those teachings is belong to in the Anguttara Nikaya. And Buddha, actually, there are 5 suttas in the Parinibbana Sutta and in the Anguttara Nikaya, the book of 7. Let's see what's the Buddha's teaching for the monks. This is not only for the government or in the country, and these are the principle even to the families. That's what you said. That's right.
Monks.
Even
Yeah.
as the family members, if you meet again and very often as the family members, you good. Your family is good. Then all harmony. Then you meet harmoniously and you make decision harmoniously. You stand up harmoniously. You spread out harmoniously. That's your family is
Yeah.
good. Then your family keep growing, right? If you
Mm.
don't meet very often, you don't know each other and what's going on. It means this already distance of the family, and then they living like alone.
Yeah.
So if you respect the elder of your family, if you follow
Mm.
the rules and custom of the family, right?
Yes.
Then if you respect each other in the family,
Mm.
that's make your family growing with that. That's right. What Michael said this is the principle for whole individuals, and
Yeah.
yeah. But these are the rules for even into the family or even in the village, even in the city, even in the country, even into the world. So these are the good principles to grow in each groups. Then Buddha taught this principle to the
Mm.
monks in the uh, Parinibbana Sutta and here. And Buddha said the same thing, but a little bit different. And Buddha said, monks, if you meet each other often, then you keep
Mm.
growing. Also, you meet
Yeah.
harmoniously and make decisions harmoniously, stand up and get actions harmoniously, fix the problems in your community, then you keep growing, not declining. And also,
Yes.
you respect if you are elder monks, elder monastics.
Mm.
If you think you should listening to them and get their opinions and following their ideas, so you keep growing, not declining. So also, and
Mm.
Buddha that taught to the monks in that uh, then you're not supposed to uh, overcome by the greed. You're
Mm.
not make sure to not overcome by the greed, desire, attachment. So then you keep growing well, and you're not going to declining. So also Buddha
Mm.
said, and don't associate the bad friends and associate the
Mm.
good friends and stuck with the good noble ones. So you keep
Mm.
growing, you're not declining.
Mm.
And then finally, Buddha said, even if you have some slight kind of uh, development of the good spirituality, and don't be satisfied with that slight spirituality, and keep trying until to achieve your final goal, then you keep growing, not declining. This is the
Yes.
first,
Good.
first 7 principles to the monks, and Buddha said these are 5 suttas to the monks. Let's see second one.
Mm.
The second one a little bit different from the first one, and Buddha said, if you not desire to activities, then you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Don't attach
Yeah.
to so many activities. It means kamma rama. I like to do this, do that, do this, do that. I like to go there, and in so many
Mm.
activities. Very busy with acting. That's make you declining. Then you don't have enough time to practice yourself because you are busy with the other things, right?
Mm.
You are busy visiting there, visiting here, visiting him, visiting to that
Mm.
event, to that event. You are very busy. You love to work. You love to work.
Mm.
You love to plantation. You love to repairing buildings. You love to do many things. So that makes you declining. So also Buddha said, and the
Yeah.
uh, Basharama, don't love to
Oh.
talk much. Don't allow to talk much. The Buddha's advice to the monks: don't pun to the talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. Keep talking, and then you don't have to practice. If you talk too much, then it's make you declining. Then talk limitedly, as necessarily. Don't allow to talk much.
That's the telephone sutta. Did you read the telephone sutta? And what about the what about the YouTube sutta? Oh my! Bhante, today before we leave, I think Yupin has a question for you. Yupin, did you want to explain, Bhante?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
I just found out 2 days ago. The doctor sent me the report for result for my heart test. He said that my left ventricle valve abnormal, which is like, I don't know, it's a heart disease. So I want to ask if I can meditate on that when you have a heart disease. I don't know yet. On the 8th, I have to go talk to him, what he will me to do with my heart.
The question is about meditation.
Yeah.
Oh,
can you do meditation in a long period? When
definitely you can do, you can meditate, but you have to go to hospital and see doctor for your problem.
Yes.
Yeah, he gonna talk to me on the 8th. I don't know what he will do.
Yeah. Keep meditating.
So I want to know if I can meditate. Yeah.
Keep meditating. Keep meditating and practicing, but you go to doctor and fix your problem.
Okay, thank you.
No.
It shocked me. It really shocked me. I was out of breath. I was short breath. And I had to go to Thailand on 26. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I can do that.
Well, your doctor will tell you.
Yeah. All right, that's good. If I can do meditate, that's most important. That's what I'm looking for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Buddha also went to the doctor. Buddha went to the doctor when he got the pain, his stomach pain, and Buddha got a stomach pain, kind of diarrhea, and he went to doctor. Yeah, Buddha went to doctor and get medicine. And Buddha got injured by by Devadatta, and heard Buddha got injured, and Buddha got a little operation, cut in his leg, short cut in his feet, and remove the bad bloods from then he was okay. Yeah, meditation maybe keep helping growing with that whatever medicine you're taking. It's because meditation help your make healthy you mentally. That mental health keep you physically healthy too. It's very affect your medicine into your body. So then you go to the doctor and get the medicine and keep meditating, then you'll be okay. Don't worry about that. Okay?
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna have me a surgery or I don't know yet. So I will have to ask him what he will do.
What's that exactly? He said.
The report said that left means my left part, ventricle. What is it, Mike? Ventricle valve.
So the left ventricle.
Yeah, it's an important part that flow the blood all to your body. It's an important part too.
I have some trouble there too, but I figure whatever. I'm not worried. The doctor said don't worry, so I'm not going to worry. But that's everyone is different. Every case is different.
When I do exercise, when I did exercise, I feel like out of breath, like tired.
Other people have questions.
Oh, yeah. Lisa?
Hi, I wanted to know if we could say a prayer for Yupin.
Thank you.
Yes,
Can
definitely,
we
definitely.
say a prayer, right? Could maybe Bhante also could help us with what kind of prayer to say.
Thank you, friend.
Yes, yes, yes. That's right. Definitely, yes. I can pray. We can pray for you. We can meditate for you. We can send the metta to you, and we can make good wishes by doing meditation, by praying, and we can chant very good protection suttas. And let me know before you go into surgery, and I can chant for you. You can, I can chant
I don't know if you
by.
will let me. Yeah. Hmm? I don't know if you're going to let me surgery or not. So I'm going to find out.
Okay, okay, okay.
Thank you very much,
Yeah, thank you,
everyone.
Lisa, for your suggestion, and that's good. Yeah, that's good thing. So,
And
anything? Um,
Choi, did you have a question?
okay.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay,
You're welcome. Good
you are,
luck.
yeah, yes, you are very welcome, Yupin, and we are happy to help you. Always we are with you. Don't worry, okay? You'll be okay, and to all the blessings already
Thank
you have.
you.
So, you,
Hmm?
the blessing already you have. You just need the medicine. That's all. So, uh, let me explain shortly the Buddha's advice. Then don't attach to the work, and don't attach to the talk, and don't attach to the sleep, and don't allow to sleep too much. Okay, don't allow to too much. Why, Lisa, you sleep? You are smiling and laughing because I'm.
Because it's I have trouble sleeping sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and I wish that I slept too much. I
Uh-huh.
wish I wish that I sleep too much.
Uh-huh.
Me too.
So,
At my point, I'd like to sleep. I would like to sleep better.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I know I finished. Thank you.
okay, don't point to
Many
the.
people have trouble sleeping.
That's right.
Yes.
Don't point to the sleep, and even don't point to the bad friends,
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
and don't associate the bad friends. Don't hang out with them, and don't spend your whole time with them, and also don't satisfy
Always
with the
pray for
slight
them.
development of the spirituality, and keep practicing until you achieve the final goal. And this is the second seven principle to the monks, and Buddha also said five of them, right?
Yes.
And Buddha also said, and the practice devotion, be Saddha. Saddha is a devotion. Practice devotion, and be shame, and be
Mm.
shamed to do bad things, and be afraid to do bad things, and
Mm.
keep listening and studying, and also make an effort and develop
Yeah.
mindfulness and develop wisdom. Then you keep growing. Okay, that's the other seven
Mm.
principles. It's very short, right? Practice devotion, be
Mm.
shameful and fear to do bad. So
Mhm.
keep studying, listening, and make an effort and be mindful and
Mm.
develop wisdom. Okay, there's another seven principles to the monks. That's the seven
Mm.
factors of enlightenment,
Yes.
mindfulness, investigation, the Dhamma teaching, and
Yeah.
develop the effort and develop the uh, tranquility and develop the
Mm.
happiness and develop the um, equanimity, mindfulness and equanimity. So that's the
Yes.
seven
Mm.
principles to the growing. And also,
Absolutely.
okay, this is the last one. And Buddha said, okay, practice impermanence, practice non-self, uh, selflessness, not to
Mm.
be in identity view, and also practice repulsiveness of the body, and
Mhm.
practice letting go, leaving, and practice dispassion, practice the dispassion and practice the cessation. That's the 7 way with growing, not declining. 7 principles. Impermanence, non-self, repulsiveness, and letting go, and dispassion and cessation. This all suttas come from the Anguttara Nikaya book of 7, and also these all suttas come from the Mahaparinibbana Sutta in the Digha Nikaya along discourses.
Yeah. Bhante, maybe some other day we can talk about the Buddha's talk about the poor, the disabled, and also bad friends. We talk a lot about good friends and bad friends, but not today because, personally, I have to go because I have work to do. But I want to talk in the future, if we can, about the idea of good friends and bad friends. Yeah, because I've thought a lot about that, and I don't know if my ideas are correct. Okay.
Okay. We already discussed those kind of things, but we can keep learning more.
We did.
Okay.
I had some questions about what we talked about in the past. Okay.
Okay, we can just let's see. Okay, any other question before we end the session?
Michael.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you, Lisa, for joining again, and welcome back to the group.
Lisa.
Also, my wonderful and
Yeah. Okay, so let me give you the blessings before we end the session, and thank you for joining us, and you all welcome to practice meditation with us and to learn Dhamma. So until the next week, all the blessings of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha be with you, and the good merits, good karma you have accumulated by practicing meditation. Every moment in the meditation is a wholesome, meritorious. Every second in you being mindful, it's a meritorious and good karma, and your intention, your whole effort, your whole intention is growing with this spiritual practice. So that's a wholesome good karma. This whole meritorious karma is keep your wishes come true. So we all, by practicing meditation, learning Dhamma, and we wish to Upin to have not to have any heart problems. If you have any slight bad condition in your heart, and may they all dispels, and you be okay, be healthy. And I wish you all of you to be healthy, live happily, peacefully, without any afflictions, physically and mentally be harmonious and peaceful and healthy. So finally, we're going to share this merit with departed ones, ghosts, and all gods and deities. May they all have the happy destination and enlightenment. Akasattha च बुम्मट्ठा देवा नागा महिद्दिका पुण्यन्तं अनुमोदित्वा चिरं रक्खन्तु शासनं चिरं रक्खन्तु देशनं चिरं रक्खन्तु मम परं सभ्भीतियो विभज्जन्तु सब्बरोगो विनश्यतु माते भवत्वन्तरायो सुखी दीर्घायुको भवतु सब्बमङ्गलं रक्षन्तु सब्बदेवता सब्बबुद्धानुभावेन सब्बधम्मानुभावेन सब्बसङ्घानुभावेन सदा स्वस्ति भवन्तु ते साधु
Thank you, Bhante.
Thank you, Bhante. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, everybody.
and we'll see you next.
Master Subodha.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Bhante. Have a good day, everybody.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Have a good day. We'll see you